What's going on, Tea Party? It is an honor to be here. The great Paul Bettencourt. I'm Sam Malone. I'm going to be quick because I like to document the great crowds. People will say, "Oh, there's a little crowd, and a bunch of radicals. You're goofy." No. And every time I go to a Tea Party event, I tape it and I put it up on Facebook and Friends. So ready? When I say, "How you doing, Tea Party?" I mean stand up and scream. So, how are we doing, Tea Party in the Woodlands? That was fantastic. Oh, I forgot to hit the record button. No, I'm just no. Sit down. Thank you. I'm going to tell you something. My very first Tea Party that I attended was in San Antonio at the Alamo. Were you there? I spoke on the steps of the Capitol in Austin. Were you there Labor Day? KDT, Sugarland, all over. It's spreading. Do you know why? Because you are in the majority. You may not think that. How many people here are against Obama's health control? 67% of Americans. How many people here support Arizona SB 1070? 63% of Americans. How many people here are dissatisfied with the Obama administration's direction? 54% of Americans. You are in the majority. Tell your friends that. God bless you and thanks for having me. Paul Bettencourt!
Okay, so how does the tax man talk the guy with the mustache on the morning show? All right, I saw an article, and the liberal elite that wrote it said this: the federal deficit is only going to be $1.3 trillion. Isn't it a good thing? You see, to the liberal elites now, just having $100 billion less in deficit a year is a thing that they're trying to tell the American public. It means that they should be reelected. Are you going to fall for that? Do you want trillions of dollars of debt for your next generation, for your kids and your grandkids to pay off? Do you want it? Do you want to try to put some people in office that are not going to vote for cap and trade? Are you going to get some people in office that are going to unwind Obamacare before it turns this American healthcare system into socialized medicine? Are you going to want people that are going to send a message to Nancy Pelosi how little time she has left in office? That when that lame duck Congress comes back, that they're going to vote to keep the marriage tax reduction. They're going to vote to get rid of the death tax. They're going to vote to keep the capital gains tax low. Are you going to vote for people that are going to save this country? Because that's what you believe in. I know. We're all the same. We're all here because we're trying not just to take back America. We're trying to take back the soul of America. Don't believe what you see on television unless it's the tax man or Michael Berry or somebody that you know is telling the truth, because the liberal elites are now down to the point they will do anything to stay in power. So it's up to the American people to take power back where it always has been and always will be, in the hands of the public, because it was Cicero in 65 BC who said these immortal words. He said that the public, the treasury, effectively the republic will fail if the public votes themselves a share of the treasury. What he was saying in 65 BC was that if special interest gets all of your money, that democracy is lost. And he was right, because tyranny took its place in ancient Rome. And what we're seeing now in America is of none but the fight between socialism, capitalism, between freedom, and between the people that want to take the basic freedoms from Americans away. So you've got one choice, and the tax man knows what it is. And you know what it is too. If you want to turn back Obamacare, if you want to keep cap and trade from destroying the energy business of the United States, if you want to keep America free, you have got to vote on November the 2nd. So my charge to you is this. How many people are going to stand up, because a tax man can count, and I think we've got, let's say 5,000 people here right now. How many people are going to stand up and promise to yourselves and your kids and your grandkids that you're going to bring 5 people to the polls by November 2nd? I want to see people start standing. You're going to bring 5 people. Everybody that can bring 5 people stand. I see a guy with a hat out there. I want everybody to stand. I want you to all stand, because you're going to bring 25,000 people to the polls, because you know that this is the election that the American public has to send a message to Washington that we've had enough, that we will not go quietly in the night, that we want our conservative American government to actually be a reality. Good night, God bless, and Sam Malone and Michael Berry and all of us that fight for you every day on radio, we want to hear you again. So because you lost the recorder, come back. Michael, come back. Let's do this. We're going to show both stations together. Okay? If the Voice of Texas and the biggest AM station in this area can get together and we're fighting for you, anything can happen. Now, I don't hear you. You going to take back America? You going to take back Congress? Are you going to take back